Well, since the news broke about Huletts Tongaat's liquidation, all eyes have been on KwaZulu-Natal and what essentially this means. Thousands will lose their jobs, but also, will this affect the sugar that we use in biscuits, in chocolates, in many other consumer goods that we buy? What exactly is going to happen to KwaZulu-Natal and also to those workers once the liquidation process is finalized? To speak to us more about this, I am joined by Dr Siyabonga Madlala from the South African Farmers Association. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Madlala, obviously the news broke, people are in a frenzy, not many understand what exactly is happening. Huletts Tongaat in liquidation. We do know that 3 years ago it went into financial rescue. So where do we stand now, and is there a concern to essentially, is there a crisis?
Look, to try and not be an alarmist, I wouldn't want to call it a crisis. Obviously the term provisional liquidation would scare anyone off. It suggests that perhaps is it a closed shop or what happens. Look, and also the panic on the countryside from the farmers not knowing whether their mills will open this coming season, but starting also from, are they going to get paid end of March, which is what currently is sitting in retentions. From the engagements one has had at the highest echelons of government and also from the guys, the senior leaders of Vision Group, Mr. Kumede, I can tell that for now, please, let's calm down. I'll really call for a calm across all sectors, be it employees, be it the growers, because I've gotten undertakings which are quite promising and reassuring that a government is intervening at the highest level. Minister himself said he's actually put together a team at IDTIC, and I've also heard from the IDC that they are still committed to the rescue of Tongaat Hulett. As per Vision Group CEO Bab Kumede, he did say that he is also still committed to saving the livelihoods of KwaZulu-Natal employees and growers as well. Look, Tongaat Hulett is a key player in the sugar sector at large. I mean, our South African sugar industry is largely, supplied by Tongaat Hulett in terms of your local sugar, refined sugar. They are an excess producer of refined sugar. So meaning that if that company was to shut down, really, it would affect negatively the entire sugar industry. So from our side, as we are calling on the calm, it's not that we don't also get, ourselves are not frustrated about this process, but we've gotten to a conundrum where there was a business rescue process and its term lapsed, and automatically and by virtue of the Companies Act, the business rescue practitioners were to file then for provisional liquidation. They did assure us that it's a funded provisional liquidation, meaning that business still continues. Labor has been paid, suppliers have been paid, and they continue to do an off-crop maintenance, meaning that the mills are getting ready to start the season, and there is enough funding for this period. But it is a period where now level heads have to really move fast. Management of Tongaat Hulett together with the respective Vision Group and IDC and government involved, they need to make sure now they come up with a plan that can be a long-term solution. Because indeed, once the liquidator is appointed, and if there's no solution sought, the only thing they would resort to is then the stripping of the company. And that would be catastrophic to the whole KwaZulu-Natal sugar belt, as I've indicated, the whole sugar industry. I don't know the amount of livelihoods. We talk around 300,000 livelihoods, because obviously just between the employees, who are also in tens of thousands, and also the growers, we've got families that we feed and livelihoods that actually survive with this. And not to mention the downstream spin-offs. I mean, there's many other industries that are supported by the sugar industry that actually survive because of the sugar industry. The rural towns that are actually impacted by this. I mean, there's more than 5 towns that would actually close off because of a close of Tongaat Hulett. So we're sitting in a predicament which I don't think any president actually would like to see. We have escalated the matter through various ministers, and we believe even today the presidents will be briefed about the matter, and we're hoping for an intervention from him. Fortunately, we've also engaged our royal councillor. We've actually got appointments to sit down with him, as he has been mandated by His Majesty, our King in Hulamiti, to intervene on this matter. This impacts directly on on his constituency. So he's given us assurances that we will be engaging the matter together, and we hope for him to lead the chat and summon the people that are involved to actually come up with a solution. We cannot afford to gamble with people's lives.